Rome was founded in 753 BC by Romulus. A city that has a span of nearly 3,000 years is the capital of Italy. It houses art, architecture, and culture that has global influence at its best. Rome is also called the Eternal City because ancient Romans believed that no matter what happened to the world or how many empires came and collapsed, Rome would go on forever. The first picture that comes to my mind while talking about Rome is the Colosseum. It is the largest amphitheater ever built that could hold up to 50 to 80,000 spectators at once and was used for gladiatorial contests and public speeches, executions, reenactments of famous battles, etc. Today, the Colosseum is one of the most popular tourist attractions and is still an iconic symbol of Imperial Rome. In ancient Rome, the Roman Forum was called the most celebrated meeting place in the world and in all history. This was the venue for public speeches, criminal trials, and gladiatorial matches. Today, the Roman Forum is a stretched out ruin of architectural fragments, of archaeological excavations, and an important attraction for sightseeing. Pantheon is derived from Greek word meaning temple of every god, a unique Roman architecture that was built almost 2,000 years ago, and it still remains the world's largest reinforced concrete dome. Once an ancient Roman temple, now a church dedicated to Saint Mary and the Martyrs. Trevi Fountain is the largest Baroque fountain in the city and one of the most famous fountains in the world. Legend says that it is lucky to throw coins with one's right hand over one's right shoulder into the Trevi Fountain. There is also this theory of 3 coins in a fountain that makes people swarm at Trevi. Whether you believe in the legend or not, throwing coins into the fountain doesn't go waste because every night at the Trevi Fountain, about 3,000 euros are swept up from the bottom of the basin, and the money is used to provide services for needy families in Rome through Catholic charity. Navona Square was built in 180, used by ancient Romans to watch games, and later became a public place in the last years of 15th century. This fountain of the 4 rivers in the center of Navona Square is significant for its Baroque Roman architecture and art. Spanish Steps is another tourist attraction. It's a monumental stairway of 135 steps from the base to the church at the top. Many popular songs and movies features the Spanish Steps. Vatican is the smallest independent nation in the world with an area of just 110 acres. Along with the centuries-old buildings and gardens, the Vatican maintains its own banking system and post office with unique stamps. They also have their own passports and number plates. Out of the population of 842 Vaticans, it includes the Pope, cardinals, members of the Swiss Guard, clergy, and none, of which many of the clergy are in diplomatic positions around the world. Famous Vatican museums are the museums founded by Pope Julius II in the early 16th century. The display works of the museum form the immense collection built up by the popes throughout the centuries. There are a total of 54 museums and a series of 1,400 rooms, chapels, and galleries. This includes some of the most renowned classical sculptures and most important masterpieces of Renaissance. The Sistine Chapel is where the Pope, who is the Bishop of Rome and the leader of worldwide Catholic Church, is elected. Although taking pictures and videos inside the Sistine Chapel is prohibited, there are these sample pictures you can see inside. Among the paintings, Renaissance painter Michelangelo's The Last Judgment is the prominent one on the ceiling of Sistine Chapel. St. Peter's Basilica is part of the Vatican Museums and is famed to be the biggest Catholic church in the world. It was built atop the burial site of St. Peter, one of Christ's apostles, and also the first pope. Visiting Vatican City is no child's play, considering the fact that you'll be among the 20-something thousand visitors every day. But the trip is worth it. So much to see, and so much more to learn. Finally, my 2 days visit to Rome and the Vatican City concluded on a very high note. I actually got to see and experience how the Romans ruled and lived, and their amazing capabilities and talents in art, painting, sculptures, architecture, etc. I have to admit that I am absolutely spellbound by Rome, and it gave me a sense of appreciation towards fine arts. My biggest achievement, though, was realizing the fact that I once hated history so much. Now, history is not boring anymore. Well, that's all for now, but I'll see you on my next video. Until then, ciao.